All right, we're back.
Perfect.
We're back. Let me put the notes again here. Perfect.
Okay. Oh, you have them. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah. Are you seeing my screen?
Yeah,
How about now?
I see your screen
Perfect. So we were on the number 13.
right
Here.
there. Yeah. Are you recording?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So 13, the power of the mastermind. Things are bound to be different if I meet in a group. Discussing something with another person will suddenly enable me to come up with my good ideas as a result of the discussion. Ideas I would not have gotten without this association. In the same way, the other person is bound to get a lot of good ideas from meeting me too. When I join a mastermind group, I am entering a special environment where collaboration, camaraderie, and the knowledge exchange make my experience more than just educational. The mastermind community is a place where energy, excitement, and enthusiasm abound. It's a place that empowers me to succeed at higher levels than on my own because of the accountability and support of my fellow members. No matter what goals I set for myself during my mastermind experience, one thing is certain: I will achieve them faster with mastermind than I would on my own. No individual may have great power without availing himself of the mastermind. A group of brains
Gentlemen, can you
coordinated
hear me?
or connected in a spirit of harmony will provide more thought, energy through a single brain, just as a group of electric batteries will provide more energy than a single battery. Conclusion.
You
And
guys
there have it, the author's take on Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. While the book itself is dated, the concepts still work as well today as they did all those years ago. And while most of us are familiar with these steps, it's also true that nearly all of us can improve on at least one or more. Napoleon Hill has a unique way of speaking that seems to cut right to the core of a matter. It's as if he has an ability to pull out key points and make them known as clearly as possible. This is something I enjoyed about the book tremendously. The 13 steps are important reminders for every person. In short, Hill's 13 steps represent a thorough, systematic approach to developing myself and my personal business. By committing to these 13 actions and doing them one at a time, I will lay down the foundation of a prosperous life. Done right, I will have laid the groundwork for lifelong success. The secret to Think and Grow Rich is whatever your mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. I have only got one shot. Make it a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, Brandon. I didn't
And
notice it was so long.
no, that's okay. It's amazing. Like going through the book and reading the book and then like rereading this and going through this, like how many things Mike Ferry teaches us to do as agents, like fundamental Mike Ferry principles based on this book and the teachings of what's in here. It's unbelievable.
It's incredible. Yeah. It is
Ne-
actually.
Yeah, I never saw that. Like, I've read Think and Grow Rich probably 6 times. This is my 6th or 7th time reading it. And reading it, I'm like, wait a minute, the mastermind, like all the stuff that Mike says, the goal setting. Like, I mean, how many people are you talking about goal setting? Well, reading Think and Grow Rich and what Mike's saying, now I know why the goals are so important.
Exactly. And the visualization, when
Yes.
when they say, okay, wake up and do your own affirmations, it's just this, you know.
Yeah, what great notes Robert has. Like, this is unbelievable. These notes, like, I'm gonna print these off and add them to my book, but like this
Me
is
too.
such good information.
I don't know how Robert or where Robert had them, but he made an amazing job. Robert, I know you're not here. You were in a meeting or something. You did a great job with these notes, and I really appreciate it.
The auto suggestion part where facing about being a marathoner this morning, Mike's thing that I was reading was like how to not stop at the finish line, but go through the finish line, right? Like essentially like the October, the slope, you know, market's down 25%, our sales are down 27%. And reading that, I'm like, okay, but there's 75% less agents working. So like, let's make some deals happen, right? Like it's, you know, just that belief.
Exactly. This is amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, awesome.
I love the book. I have read it many times, but it's like this gets you through the specifics, you know.
Yeah,
It's
Christian,
really, really
do what
good.
Robert suggests at the bottom for the 3 things of every book that you read?
That's amazing. You know, that's an
I'm gonna
amazing
start
concept.
doing that because I don't. And like he said in his notes, I forget what it was about.
Yeah. What I do is every time I read, I put a number from 1 to 10 to rate each book,
Oh,
you know. So and I separate them at home from the best one first, and then
okay.
we go down. And at the same time, every time I read something that is important in one page, let's say if it's on the right page, on the second half, on the lower half, I just fold the corner that is down below. So I know that if I go through a book, every single thing that called my attention is going to be marked down. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I do. Same thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I love the like, you know, like this book, man. I know we're not content marketers, but this is the greatest book ever. They ask you answer. This is about like perceiving the client's questions and then having answers ready for them. Like, and this is a fabulous book.
Yeah. They ask you.
Oh, speaking of the devil, there's Mike there.
Yeah. Excellent. This was great. I loved it. Yeah, that's the way it
I'm
is.
super excited to dip into fanatical prospecting because I mean I'm prospecting so heavy now where I should have been throughout the year, but I really have just had a crap year, man. I didn't make Icon again, and so next year, like, there's no excuse. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna finish. I got Andre Agassi. I'm gonna finish it probably in like another 5-6 days, and then I'll start with fanatical prospecting.
That's awesome. All right, perfect. So I'm gonna throw a poll on the group to see what would be the next mastermind meeting about and who will present.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask again for a little more, you know, participation from some of the group members. So let's see, try to help me out on this, you know.
Yeah. One of the things I was reading in Mike's notes, he was sharing a super top agent with their mastermind group, was sharing some thoughts and some quotes, and not like 20 things, but just some thoughts and quotes that, you know, if you read something or anything, and I mean, I'll take a photo of it, but I really should type it out, and we should have more, like, you know, thoughts in there that really resonate with us, why they resonate with us, and have some more interaction that way, rather than just, oh, you know, 50 okay, 30 contacts, okay, great, but nobody else is really getting anything out of that, right? So
yeah,
to have that pull somebody in, I think that would help.
I think what we should do, how about this? How about doing the next mastermind meeting about the mastermind rules and concepts?
Yes. Fabulous idea.
Like it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna present on that so we can go over it, because there's a lot of things that we are not doing and that helps a lot. For example, when we get an appointment, is just a little recording of why we think we get the appointment. Then when we get
that is so important, Christian, because I want to hear others doing that, even if it's Wendy, even if it's Robert, right? Like, I want to hear those things because I'm like, oh, I didn't do that, or I'm not doing that, and then that will like make me think, okay, what can I get better, right?
Exactly, or at least add and add two, I don't know, on Friday or Saturday, each one of us and making a little, resume of what we do, what we did good and what we did wrong during the week and what we need to improve.
Right.
Like a personal coaching,
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
All right. Okay, perfect. I'm going to work on it and I'm going to present it next week. I'm going to tell everyone. Sounds
Awesome.
good?
Well, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.
Okay, you too. Thank you so much, Brandon.
You betcha. Have a great one.
You too. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.